Hey guys, Oni here with episode 29 of our Dytech Factorio Let's Play, Season 3. Alright. Okay, so last time we finished off the episode after we epically failed in terms of trying to hold back those biters down here with those landmines and our other strategies. We said that we were going to go ahead and just, we weren't out of the game yet. I was probably going to wind up using the sniper rifle to take care of those bases off camera. That's what I did. So off camera, I didn't kill them all, because it takes a long time to kill them. If you kind of look here, you see where all these bases, these spawners used to be that I killed. I didn't kill them all because really all I wanted to do was push back their spawn line, basically, where they're spawning at, to just push them back a little further back than where they were. So that way they weren't as likely to be angered by me when I was building in this general area. So if just to demonstrate how slow this process was, if I sit there and I try to destroy this one right here, for example, get closer to it real quick. See, it has 3,500 health, and each shot only does about 50 damage. So, well, I think it does about 80, but still. I mean, this is very slow in terms of something that, I would want to sit there and record. So, yeah, I mean, this is what I did. I sat there, and, of course, every once in a while, a biter would come next to me, and it would get a little bit too close, and the entire group down there would come running at me, and I would have to run back to base, and seek cover before they killed me. So that's what I did. I went ahead and cleared out those bases. I don't really think I can collect those alien artifacts right now because, as you can see, there's still tons of spawners, tons of biters, and they would just wreck me if I went down there right now to try to collect those alien artifacts. So yeah, you see, there we go. We just killed it and took that long to kill it. It's a pretty long time to kill a spawner. But on top of that, I sort of just was thinking about how I'm gonna get to this copper over here without them being so angry, and on top of the fact that I just got rid of a good portion of the spawners that were responsible for spawning the ones that were easily angered by me being in that general area, I'm also going to sort of pull back my walls like I said I might do. Oh, let me go ahead and give this guy some more ammo too, because he's the guy that takes care of these spitters that stay out of range. Here you go. Yeah, he'll take care of that guy for me over time. Alright, so basically, a couple things. So, yeah. So, we're going to move back this wall, but we're going to do it in a different way. If you look here, you'll see that I have this little setup here that I'm thinking is going to be what I'm going to go with. Let me actually go ahead and sort of get rid of a couple of these turrets. I don't think I need quite that many. Not that I don't need that many, but I don't really have that many to use for what I'm planning on doing. So, what the plan is here is that if you look at my current blueprint for walls, they're just a double layer wall. That's all it is. So I can sit here and spam this down for a wall, and then I have to go back behind it and place down the turrets and the power poles manually, or I could use robots. But either way, it'd be a lot easier if I had a blueprint that did it all at the same time. So that's what I'm doing right now. So if I take this blueprint, which is under production, and I highlight these guys, there we go. I now have a nice little wall blueprint that it also has the turrets on it, as well as all the necessary power poles. Sorry about that, guys. Had a little bit of a coughing fit there. Didn't feel like you guys needed to hear that. But like I was saying, basically, now that I have this blueprinted, it has all the necessary power poles, and I'm using 2 medium poles and a big electric pole. And the reason for that is that the large power, with this length of wall, I mean, I could, of course, shorten the wall if I wanted to, but I like the way this wall is laid out now. And if you look, if I put a power pole there and I put one down there, these 2 medium poles don't connect. So I needed something that would be able to connect the medium poles to the network and the medium poles to each other. So I just threw down a big electric pole in the middle so that, each section of wall connects to the other section of wall. Which would also be accomplished by just putting down an adjacent wall, because if you look, an adjacent wall will, of course, connect to the medium power pole, but it kind of leaves the outer power pole high and dry. So that's, again, why I added the big electric pole. So one thing we need to do real quick before we start this build is we need to automate the production of both medium and large electric poles, or big power poles. So hang on, we just finished shotgun shooting speed. Let's go for, what else just requires blue? Anything in here just require blue? Now, there were some comments that said that I could do the Dytech research at the same time that I'm doing regular research. I might try that. I mean, do I have any technology? I mean, if I were to research this right here, and I think that I have technology packs. If I do that, and I come in here and I say, I want to also research, I don't know, coal. Okay, no. So that doesn't seem to work. So I guess you can only do one at a time. Can't do both at the same time. Unless I'm using an out-of-date version. But I'm using 11.3, I think, as far as the Dytech version goes. I have to double check. Alright, so we need to automate the production of the medium and big power poles. So, the medium ones just need copper and steel, and so do the big ones. So we can basically just find an area that has copper and steel already. But that's an issue because our copper supply is already dwindling as it is. So if we were to, let's see, trying to see where. All right, well, I guess we're gonna have to be desperate here. We're gonna have to just do it sort of manually. Dun dun dun. Dun. I know, manually in Factorio. I mean, we don't have to do it manually, but there's not really an area that has enough copper saturation right now, and I'm not really comfortable putting down another line of copper. I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I have plenty of steel. I think I just sort of. I think the issue with my steel was that I was taking all the steel off of this line here with this guy right here, so I just turned him away. And because this chest has over 7,000 steel in it, which should last me a while, so I'm good on steel as far as my network goes. I guess what we can do is we can. This guy has plenty of steel. I mean, the second I take steel from here or copper from here, it's just gonna run out of copper. So, yeah. Tell you what, where am I storing copper at? Over here. It's gonna be semi-manual. We're gonna sort of take a couple stacks of copper here. We're gonna use regular assembly machines because we don't need anything fancy. This is gonna be a simple build. And what we can do is we can is it gonna fit? Is it all gonna fit in here? It's gonna be kind of weird. Yeah, this should work. So if I do one of these guys, right? And I say, you are going to be making the medium and you are making the large. You can both grab steel from the line below you, which is some regular inserters. And in the future, I can, let me just move these guys to the outside because it's going to leave room for the future. In the future, I can have a long-handed inserter down here that'll grab the copper. But that's not going to be right now because I don't have enough copper as it is. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the noob way, noobish way, which is going to make some chests. They can just be wooden chests, nothing fancy. And we're going to put one right here and one right here. I'm going to put, I'd say, 2 stacks of copper each. And we're going to use some regular inserters to insert those into there. And then we can actually just use the same, for the left assembler, we can just reuse the same passive provider chest because all we have to do is say, you can take out, what is this? This is medium. You can take out the medium power poles when, whoops, I have to connect you to the network, don't I? And you're not currently in the network. That sucks. I built some extra robo ports. That's for the, it's not for this. Okay, well, I guess I gotta use one. I probably don't have to. I probably could just reorient to my current robo ports, but that's not what I want to do right now. So, for the time being, we can just say, you will make medium, or you will take medium when there's less than, I'd say, I don't know, 150 in the network. And as long as I give these guys some power, let's put some power, we can put it right there. Oops, that didn't actually do what I wanted. Put it right here. Okay, so you'll make these medium power poles for me. And then you need power as well. And it's going to be awkward, isn't it? Yep. Oh well. So I'll put you right there, maybe? No, that's not going to work. No, that'll work. We're good. All right, so that's done. Let's go for efficiency. Effectivity modules. Let's go for, let's put it right there. And we'll say with a passive provider chest, put it down right there. And you can do the same thing with a smart inserter. You can take it. You can take the big power poles when there's less than, I'd say, 100 or so. All right, so these guys will start going. I could probably, no, you're good. You're fine. It's going to be kind of slow. because of the fact that they're taking one at a time off the belt. And I don't like that, so I'm going to make them fast inserters. I like things to be kind of fast, so let these guys work. As my supply of medium and large poles builds up, we'll be able to supply with the robots with our necessary materials to build these walls. So, check on our numbers for our turrets. 154, and I'm limiting it to 250, so it's not even full yet. And I think the limitation was that I ran out of steel at one point, so here's some more steel. No, it has plenty of steel. What's it waiting on? It's waiting on electronic circuits, which are waiting on copper cables, which are waiting on copper, of course. It's always copper. All right. So, let's go down here real quick, and let's see. If we can probably dismantle this now, right? Let's see. Blueprint, and actually we need to make a couple more roboports. How many? I have plenty of red circuits on myself, so I can make these guys. I don't want to use the Mark 1 because I don't want the for right now I don't want the serviceable area of the robots to be too large in this area, because I don't want them to try to repair these walls. So I'm gonna, well, either way they're gonna repair the walls. What I mean is, like, I don't want them to be too. I don't want the area to be too large to where it's going to wind up, they're going to wind up trying to do things I don't want them to do right now. But, you know, now that I look at it, I mean, I guess it's always kind of going to be the same, right? I can probably just use one of the bigger ones. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Now that I've killed that base off. Yeah, I guess that'll be alright. Yeah, okay, we're good. So, ignore what I just said. Basically, I don't want them to repair this. I want to just destroy all this stuff. I don't want them to repair it. But I guess they already have their job, so they're going to repair it, and then the next ones that come over are going to dismantle it. Alright. So, I guess what I'm concerned about now is I need to build this wall fast, because they're probably all going to, the majority of them are going to try to come in, or the majority of them are going to try to come in here to rest or whatever. They're going to make this guy their home base after they're done, if they're around this area like these guys were. Or at least the logic ones did that. So, yeah, I gotta build this wall fast. So let's go ahead and grab a deconstruction planner. Let's deconstruct this guy, because he's now not required. And we can also... too late. I was going to say we can put some lights on that. We can still do it. Hang on. We can just cancel that order. And we can incorporate some lights into this guy. Of course, then I don't have any lights being automated right now, but that's not really a priority. How do I make a blueprint? How do I... thought you could, like... yeah, I thought you could, like, make a blueprint blank again. Forgot. I could either sit here and stop recording and Google it, or I can just make another one. Oh, just right-click it. Okay, cool. Sweet. All right. I was like shift right-clicking. I was shift left-clicking. I was so sure that it was like shift or control plus something. I just didn't think to use this regular right-click. All right, so let's blueprint this again. All right, so now we can deconstruct it. So we can deconstruct this now. Sweet. The effectivity modules are done. Let's go for, I mean, I guess we can go for military 8 right now, or we can go for solar 3. Not that we have the necessary requirements for that yet. Yeah, because we don't have that yet, let's go for something else. Let's go for, I mean, there's not really a whole lot to get, is there? We can go for, I guess, fertilizer. Just start making our way towards the tree farm mod research. Okay, so let's take our blueprint for our new walls, which I just made. Where are they at? There they are. Right, we're going to push back our wall a little bit. So we're going to like make it sort of like right here instead. This should be good. Yeah. And we can still probably use this guy to blueprint that out. No, we can't. Just do some ghost building with just regular shift click. We're gonna reattach it over here somewhere. We want to reattach it and make sure that it's going to be, whoops, wrong one. Same level, so right there. And then the same thing, use the ghost blocks to, oops, ghost blocks to build out to the border between the land and the lake. And then just use the pattern we just made to extend out the rest of the wall. Just like this. Get rid of this. We can get rid of this ourselves. And some of you might be saying to yourself, well, you're obviously gonna cut off the copper there. Well, yes, I know. That's part of the plan because, hang on, let me make sure these guys are gonna attack me and not the RoboPort. Okay. Yeah, so that's part of the plan because the issue is that I was too close to those bases and that was causing me to aggro them more than I wanted to. So because I need copper right now, I don't really care about getting all the copper. I just need a little bit of it, you know, for right now. As time goes on and we unlock better technology, we can push back further. But for right now, we're just going to cut off a chunk of it for the sake of being able to access any of it at all. So, I mean, we should be good. We shouldn't have a problem here. All right, and then now that we are finished with that, let's go back to base real quick and grab some walls for ourselves. Because even though I have about 50 or 60, or I think it's like 50 or so now, 50 or so construction bots, that's still quite a task for them to undertake since they're not upgraded fully yet and they're not that fast. So let's grab some walls ourselves, just so we can give them a little helping hand. So let's go in here, let's grab a bunch of walls. Okay. Back down here. And of course, these guys, okay, these guys will have power once they hook up these big power poles. So let's go ahead and give these guys less to do by helping them out with the wall. So we're going to get right here, and we're just going to hold down left mouse, and we're just going to run across this line. And this should, ideally, anybody who was going to any of these spots would now turn around and go back and get a new order. Which is what I think they're doing. I think they're doing that. Yeah, if you see at the bottom right, you'll see the number of missing robots count is going down. So I'm definitely helping them out here. Let's do this again. Whoops. Of course, this does not solve the issue of the elder biters that can outrange my turrets. But you know, for right now, I'm just gonna have to deal with that because besides building sniper turrets and placing them periodically or in different, you know, intermittently where I'm getting attacked the most, which is what I'm probably gonna end up doing. I think I have an extra one right here. Yeah, you know, put this guy. I'm not gonna put him down yet because I don't know if this guy is gonna be attacking me, and this is where they're gonna be attacking me most frequently. I'm gonna wait until I get attacked by a elder biter or elder spitter and to see where he's attacking from and if it's a pattern, and then I'll put it down wherever the most common route that he takes is. All right, so we could also put up, we need to, it's not a could, we need to put up walls up here as well to block out any biters that are going to try to flank me from the top side. And I'll do this myself because the robots have enough to do already. And I don't have that many of them, so again, like I said, doesn't harm anybody by helping out. Even though the game's all about automation, it still helps to, like I said, give them a little helping hand. And we can put another wall here. I know, 14 objects are missing material because I'm not making lights yet. All right, sweet, they're done. All right, so now I can actually finally let's actually put down some turrets as well on this side, so it's not totally exposed. Go ahead and we have 30. How many? 33, I think is what it said. Yeah, hang on a second. Let me get okay, so I know some people say that lab efficiency is a waste, but at this point, it's like I don't really have a lot of other options because of my lack of alien artifacts and my lack of the advanced Dytech science packs, and because, I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, people say that lab efficiency 1 is a waste because you use more resources than you're going to gain back in terms of saved time and efficiency from the increased speed, but I mean, I still like it. It's the problem. I like it, you know, so, But I guess now that we could go ahead and get things like the liquid automated crafting 3. Let's do that. And we might get lab efficiency later on. So let's go ahead and put down, let's keep one for, at least keep one for ourselves so we can use the ghost placement to build any extra ones we need. I'm not really sure. The biters should like come down. If they're going to come down from this side up here, the northeast, then they're going to come down. They're going to hit the corner, and either A, they're going to hit the corner and start attacking the turrets right here, or they're either going to start riding the wall to get, because they're going to try to pathfind to my base, which is over here. So they're going to pathfind down here, over here, and then like they were before, they're probably going to pathfind up into here. So, and on the way, they're going to be attacked by all these turrets, which might aggro them even more, which will cause them to stop here and get attacked. So, I'm not sure if I need turrets on this wall right here, but we're going to have to wait and see. That's why I have 2 layers of walls, because if I get attacked, I can always just say, hey, I have 2 layers of walls to protect me while I, fix whatever problem there is with my defenses. All right, so let's real quick, I'm only missing 14, or unless, okay, I'm only missing 14 lights, so I can make those manually for right now. Okay, so let's also grab some more sniper ammo. He's missing rubber, which, wow, really? Hang on a second. Let's go check on, well, let's wait till we finish these guys. Let's go put these lights in this chest here. Now, I never really automated the production of rubber to the point where it was feeding into my network. Yeah, see, it's still inside of a steel chest. So what I can do real quick is replace this steel chest with a passive provider chest. Boom, and now there's plenty of rubber in the network. Nobody should be complaining. And of course, I still need to replace these tree farms with the Mark 1s or Mark 2s that have the robots integrated with them so that I can farm the rubber faster. But like I said, there's been a lot of other things that have to be done first that have taken my attention. And, so things like rubber has been put on the back burner. Let's make a couple regular mining drills real quick, because we're going to pick up this Mark III one and use it for the coal, or the copper, I'm sorry. So we're going to need to swap out the Mark III for a couple of Mark 1s. And we're going to, I guess we can do something like this. It looks kind of silly, but actually, where will this fit? Hang on, sorry about that. Where will this? Yeah, this will fit right here. We can do this, and this, and this if we need to. It's kind of overkill for right now, but pick this guy up. And actually, that might be the same amount, or approximately the same amount that I was getting with that one electric mining drill. So we may need to add more drills. Let's see. Okay, I'm paranoid. Let's add one more. All right. So let's see. Can we make another Mark III drill? What do we need for a Mark III drill? We need more iron and more stone. Iron is not a problem. We have plenty of iron. We have tons of iron on our right side over here in this deposit over here, and we have tons of reserve iron down here and over here. Well, not over here because that's surrounded by biter bases, but we have tons of iron down here that we sort of unlocked when we killed that original biter base that was down to the southwest. So I'm not really worried about iron. So iron's fine. I need stone now, and I probably should be requesting stone at some point. Let's do that. Let's go. I want you to keep me supplied with at least 100 stone. Takes how much? 64. So pretty close, but not quite enough. There we go. Make another Mark III. And in my head, my original plan that I was thinking of was that I was going to start mining this copper over here and put using conveyor belts to bring it over to this area and process it over here and have it as a separate line of copper that I could then use in any sort of expansion of my base. But because this area is now so heavily reliant on copper, it needs copper. So I'm going to at least need to have some of the copper going up north and around. If you look on the map here, like going up to the left and then feeding into the primary smeltery area up there. So I'm probably going to end up using the fast belts for that. I just got to figure out if I'm actually making those automatically. I don't think I am. I might be. I think I might have set that up at some point. It's been a while since I've used fast belts, so let's see. Let's zoom out and see if we can't find if there are fast belts being made anywhere. Let's check our network to see if they're being stored anywhere. They are... I don't see any. So... I'm not requesting any regular ones either, so... Did I really not set up automation for belts yet at all? That seems kind of silly for me. Well, I mean, right now the priority is just to get something going. So let's go grab some conveyor belts off of this line here. And hang on, there's no way. I know that I set up automation of conveyor belts at some point. If I didn't, then I don't know. But the point, maybe I didn't. I could have sworn I did though. Oh, no, that's not automated. That's just going into the production line. Are you serious? I never automated the production of conveyor belts? There's no way. Guess I didn't. Wow. Okay. Well then. Okay. Well, we're going to need a lot of them because we're going to need to go from down here to, you know, up here. So, if you look on the map, that's where I pointed. Grab a bunch of these guys, and we're going to grab too much pipe by accident because they share the same line. But no problem. That's why we have dump chests. Come over here to a dump chest. Probably put one right here as well. Put them in, you know, commonly accessed areas so you can have all this pipe. Alright, so let's take our... We have two Mark III drills. Let's make one more. I don't even know if the regular conveyor belt can support that, but we'll see. So, what we need to do is we need to use a conveyor belt to bring the copper. What we can probably do is sort of go up and then to the left. Well, that's going to require me to extend my walls a little bit because what I'm talking about doing is going in this area with the copper. So let's go ahead and, what do you guys want? We want to bring you stone and steel and iron and stuff. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and, we have extra walls, so let's go ahead and, first let's analyze where our network is. It's right there. Let's go ahead and break this wall right here real quick and get rid of these trees with some poison capsules. And what we're going to do is, let's sort of meet this wall right here. So, go ahead and do one of these guys. Wait for the poison to clear so I don't kill myself. Alright. Alright. Which means we can now get rid of all this right here. And I'm not going to do that manually because I have other stuff to do. So let's queue that up for deconstruction. Alright, so the plan is to do something like this. Where we mine the copper. Let's get it in a nice area. Like right there. So it covers a lot of the area. And you cover up to like where I'm standing in terms of your length. So we can sort of do something like... well, we can do this, whatever. I want them to share the same line, so yeah, why not? We can do something like this. Yeah, because he reaches up here and he'll reach down there the next level down. So, and then you can just go, well, first let's do an experiment. Let's see if we power these guys up, do they fully saturate that line to the point where I can't put anything else on it? Let's give you guys some power. Yeah, basically they do. So 2 should be enough on this line until I upgrade it to the fast belts, which is definitely the plan. But for right now, I'm just desperate for copper, so we're gonna use the slow skis for right now. So let's go up here, and we're gonna make a turn. Actually, we're gonna make a turn, but we're gonna fix the turn because this is a desperate measure. So we want to make sure we don't slow down where we can avoid it. So let's build a splitter. We have plenty. Never mind, we have plenty on us, so we don't need to build one. And we're going to use a splitter to cancel out the slowdown from the corner, like that. And we're going to do it again up here. We're going to split it right there and right there. Whoops, not right there, sorry. No, right there's right. That's right. Yep. And then we're going to do this. Okay, and then we're going to go up. And then, let's see where this is all going. Okay. So I need a lot of conveyor belts. So we'll fix the turns when we come back, but let's just do this for right now. Let's not go over top of the iron because, well, Yeah, I don't want to go over top the iron. So let's turn here, and let's break this. These walls are not required anymore. So until I can, until I want to queue them up. Let's just queue them up for deconstruction now. Queue these guys up right here, and then get rid of some manually on my own. And let's get rid of these corpses off the ground so they don't get on the belt. Of course, I'm sure that I'm still going to wind up with corpses trying to get in my furnaces anyway, but it's the thought that counts, right? All right, so now we... Let's see, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Because these two guys are in the way. So this is going to look kind of silly, but just bear with me here. And then queue these guys up for deconstruction. Get rid of some manually so I have work to room, or room to work. Work to room. I need some work to room, if you will. Do you guys have any work to rooms available? Jeez. Alright. So then we do this. Whoops. Fat fingers. And then again with the fat fingers. And really we don't need to deconstruct this. We can just go underground because, you know, it's a wall. But because I'm going to be using the regular... Well, for right now, I'm using the regular conveyor belts. I want to make sure that I have enough room, or basically because these guys are so short in terms of how far they can go underground, I don't want to risk it, you know. I don't want to push it. Go like this, and go ahead and we can probably use a fast underground belt just so we can get the distance from here to here. That works out quite nicely. Again with a turn here, which we're going to fix later. Which I'll probably fix off camera actually. Turn here, which we actually cannot fix off camera because it's hugging this belt. So let's go ahead and, whoops, not that. Yeah, I can fix that off camera. There we go. All right, so let's do this. All right, and now we need to figure out where the copper is actually. Let's see. Thinking about best way to do this. You know what I could do? Let's do this. Get rid of all these guys real quick. I know we're kind of going over time, but I want to finish this before I end it. I want to finish this before I end the episode. So instead of coming up right here, because I don't want to do any sort of like zigzag Tetris setup over here to try to get it to fit. Let's turn up here so we can, and let's leave enough room to fix the corner. Whoops. And then check this out. What we're going to do is, okay. You're in the way. You just happen to be in the way. If I move you, who starts complaining? Nobody. Sweet. But I do want to make sure I put you back in case something else is relying on you. So let's go ahead and start getting the next level of automated crafting for liquids. All right. So let's put this guy right there in case, you know, in case somebody needs it. Yeah, which I think this guy needs them. So we're going to split it right here, right? Because I have two lines here, and I want them to each get an equal amount of copper from this little setup here. So we're going to have a splitter here, which is going to be accepting copper for the bottom line, which we can just do. Let's just move them up a little bit because I want to make sure I can fix the corner again. Do that, and then we're going to go up, and then just right into it like that. I think I have enough room to fix the corner. If I make another splitter real quick, just to make sure, to verify that I can fix that corner. And I thought I was requesting 100 circuits. Am I not in the network right now? I am. So where the hell's everybody at? Where are my circuits at? Come on, guys. Am I out of circuits? Are you serious? No way. I am out of circuits. All right. All right. Well, yeah. I guess I am using too many. I need to evaluate where my circuits are being used and sort of, you know, stop that. So right now, all the copper is going to the left, which means I'm still getting, for right now, I'm getting all the copper, albeit maybe a little bit slower than I should be. I can fix this corner by just doing that. And then, whoops, didn't mean to do that. And then, actually, I can't do that, actually. It's not what I wanted to do. I need to move this guy up one more. I think it's one more. And then something like that. There we go. There we go. All right. And now we need to figure out how we're going to get this other piece of puzzle in here. So what we can do is we can use underground belts. Grab a couple of those guys. And because we need to make an empty space for this belt to pass through. So let's go ahead and put one right here. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to go. And then, actually, can you go any further than that? Can you go right to the splitter? Yes, you can. Sweet. All right, and then we need to make sure we leave enough room, and we don't have enough room. Let's break these guys real quick. Let's do, if I do something like this, right? That shouldn't really conflict with the underground belt coming up right there. But basically, I just need some room to make the splitter that's going to fix this corner issue. There we go. So if I get this guy, it's not going to work because this is right here. It's too close. So if I use another splitter here to sort of push it out one level to the right, and I turn right here, I can fix that corner. No, I can't. So can you go one more to the right? No, you can't. Of course you can't. Let's build a fast. Let's get a fast underground belt. And let's do one of these guys. Whoops, let me do that. So if I want to fix the corner like that, for example, if I had to put something like, I had to put a splitter right here and then right here, but that's kind of silly. So I have to push it out one more level again. So I know this seems like a lot of work just to fix some issues with speed, but I'm kind of committed to the idea right now, so bear with me, guys. Try this one more time. If I turn here, yeah, if I turn here, I can fix the corner like that. Oops, no, that's not what I wanted you to do. Oh no, it's not what I wanted. Well then. Whatever, we're just gonna fix the corner with the old-fashioned way by using a different level of speed for the different level belt. Oh well. At the end of the day, it's only a little bit of speed loss. Of course, if Root heard me say that, he would totally chastise me. Alright, so that should do that. And help split off some copper to the top line. And then now you guys are broken, so let's fix that right there. So the top and the bottom lines should be relatively equally distributed now. And that sort of puts a band-aid on top of our copper issue, for right now at least. Got lots of copper flowing through now. So yeah, finally we have a solution somewhat to our copper problem. Alright guys, next time we have a lot to do. As far as, you know, improving our production now that we have more copper, and sort of advancing our technology and boosting our weaponry so we can push out further and collect those alien artifacts that are ours. But that's going to have to wait till next time. My name's Oni. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time.